I quit my job where I made well over six figures, and it was an easy decision, but it needed to happen.
Girl, why'd you quit your job? The economy is crazy. That's a lot of money. Can I have your job?
Last year I quit my 6-figure consulting job and it's been the best decision that I've ever made.
What's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Neil. And today, we're gonna be reacting to why people are quitting their 6-figure jobs. That's getting people talking all over the internet. We're gonna watch what people have to say, break down their opinions, and I'll be sharing my thoughts along the way. Whether you agree or disagree, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to read that. If you enjoy reaction videos covering money, jobs, cars, tech, and other viral topics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Now, let's dive in.
My anxiety would be so high, I would just crash. Girl, why'd you quit your job? The economy is crazy. That's a lot of money. Can I have your job? Give me your laptop. Give me this, give me that. Da, 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 da. I quit because my peace is more important than the dollar bill, baby. 24/7 pinging emails, meeting after meetings about meetings. My anxiety would be so high, I would just crash.
Oh wow.
I will wake up unhappy. I'll be exhausted by the end of the day, and I barely did anything that day. I got into therapy.
Insane.
And I kept telling my therapist I'm not going to be able to physically work. She was like, you know, you have depression and anxiety. You should see a psychologist so you can get some medication. I did the medication.
Oh, wow.
And I had no feelings. I had no emotions at all. I felt like I was completely regulated. I was completely stable. But it just, something wasn't right.
Currently, jobs in this century are so demanding that literally overwork people, and a lot of people start feeling just like hair. And to be honest, that is not good because it can even lead to an illness, and we don't want that. Anyways, let's read some of the comments. I quit my job last week for the same reason. 3 days in so far. I haven't had a panic attack in 2 days. Never ever tell a doctor you are unable to work. I learned that from TikTok. Let them know it's affecting all aspects of your life, or get a second opinion. There's another comment here that is kind of interesting. How are you surviving right now? And this is a real question because I want to resign from my stressful job so bad. Whenever you quit a job and you have savings, it would help you. However, don't think you're gonna spend all of your savings and then have nothing arranged. Try to have at least some plan to earn money after quitting your job. Let's watch another video.
No, I wasn't fired. No, I wasn't laid off. I just decided to quit my job. I quit my job. I quit my job where I made well over six figures, and it was an easy decision, but it needed to happen.
Oh,
It was
wow.
either that or I would likely be 6 feet under. And I keep getting comments from people saying, you should have had a plan B. You should have done this. You should have been prepared. No, that's not always the case. I would rather stay alive and be here than continue working for an organization that mentally abuses you. And this is another reason why people stay in abusive relationships when they know that they should leave. Because we have this idea that we should always have a plan. We should always have something else aligned in order for us to leave situations where you are being abused. And although this wasn't physical abuse, this was mental abuse, it was discrimination, it was microaggressions, all of that combined, along with being worked like a slave. There is nothing okay with that. There is not a dollar on earth that is worth you having to sacrifice your mental health. And I know we don't prioritize mental health as we should in this country. A lot of us don't really even believe that it exists, especially our community, you know, the Black and African community. We truly do not believe in mental health. But it is very important. It is as important as it is as your physical health. All of it is connected in some way. And my decision to leave a job where I was making well over six figures, you have to think that something was really wrong. And it was time to leave again. Otherwise, I probably would not be here. Capitalism will have us fighting for our lives, fighting for survival,
I agree.
all while our health is deteriorating. It's not worth it. I'm content with my decision. I don't know what's next, but I'm trusting the process.
Let's read some of the comments. I was having panic attacks going to work. Never experienced that in my life. Take care of yourself, friend. I left in February and I haven't worked since. Bills still paid, nails done, car paid off, rent paid, and my mental health is intact. Good for her. Same, but I was forced to resign. They gave me a 10,000 separation package and asked for a resignation letter. I was making 135,000 annually plus bonuses, but I'm glad it's over. I want to focus on my doctorate. I have a year left and to move on with life. Nice. Keep pushing. I agree. No plan needed when it comes to any type of health, period. You're absolutely correct. Take care of yourself first. I will be resigning in the morning. They don't see it coming. So, tired of the toxic workplace. Taking some time off for mental health. Good for you for prioritizing your health. Something better will come along. I agree. Let's watch another video.
Last year I quit my 6-figure consulting job and it's been the best decision that I've ever made. You see, I quit my job for 3 reasons, right? To enjoy life, to start my own business, and spend more time with family. Because 5 years in consulting just went by like a finger snap. One day I was a fresh graduate walking in the office for the first time, nervous and excited and ready to prove something. And then I blinked once and I'm in my late 20s wondering where the time had actually gone. And that's what happens when you work in that world. You sacrifice your sleep, your health, your weekends, and you tell yourself that it's worth it because the salary is good and the work is interesting and the people are brilliant too. But the goalpost, it never stopped moving. I was always chasing the next promotion, the next bonus, the next level, and somewhere in the middle of all that chasing, I realized that I had never once paused. I never sat still long enough to ask myself if this was the life that I was actually choosing or just the life that was happening to me. So I made a decision, right? I wanted to stop performing a life and actually live one. More experiences, more presence, more of those random Tuesday moments that don't look impressive from the outside, but feel like everything when you're in them. And since then, I've been able to travel the world, work remotely, and spend a lot more time with my family, and I'm so much happier now. So quitting wasn't impulsive to me, it wasn't easy either, but looking back, it was the clearest decision I've ever made. Because the 6-figure salary was never the destination, it was always just a starting point. Now follow along if you want to see where my journey goes.
Let's read some of the comments. I am really curious, how do you manage to take care of expenses after quitting, and how could you be confident and take a risk from being a business owner? And his answer is savings. Did content creation help you? Does it cover your expenses? He answered yes. Now, he had a chance for himself to be risky because he knows how to do other stuff. Right now, in today's modern times, if you know how to make multiple things, there's plenty ways of earning money because you would be doing other sort of work. The peace that comes with consistent income is something I can explain. AI dropshipping made that possible. I agree. Let's watch another video.
I quit my 6-figure corporate job with no backup plan 2 weeks ago. Yes, in this economy. I was burnt out and miserable. I cared more about the company than they ever cared about me. I did everything right. Got a degree, got a high-paying job at a huge company, got another degree, had a higher salary, and I still wasn't happy.
Oh wow.
So I chose my mental health over money. Now I just want to make enough to live and actually enjoy my life. I'm giving myself 1 year, no corporate job. I'm testing different ways to make money outside of corporate. sharing everything, what works, what doesn't work, and exactly how much money I'm making. Follow to see if this is the best decision I've ever made, or if I've made a huge mistake. Honestly, I might regret this.
You know, times are different. And like in the past, some of our parents have told us that, whenever you would go to college, you just complete the program, then you just go get a job, that's it. But right now, a lot of people have been feeling that they're searching for something else. Of course, they have tried corporate America, and honestly, they feel like they don't fit in there. That's why they go out of their way to try new things. And that's totally fine because, things change. So people need to change accordingly. Shout out to him for wanting to pursue something different. Let's read some of the comments. An old boss of mine gave me advice I'll never forget. You may love your company, but your company will never love you. I agree. I'm so scared, but I'm so mentally ill from a job. My therapist is telling me to quit. If I had savings, I'd do it too. Same here. Quit in April. Was also anxious when Sunday evenings came around. The level of peace that has come with that decision is amazing. Nervous about what the future holds, but I'm taking this time to explore other career options. Keep pressing on. Love this. I always believe one door closes and the other one opens. I agree. Trust the process. Everything will work out for you. I guarantee it. If you enjoyed this reaction, hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos like this, hitting that subscribe button below, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.